Alrighty. Let's do this, shall we? I think we're all good on all of these. Let's have a look, see. Oop. Of course. Useless ass system. I don't know, I click a button in it, which is meant to send me to my channel, just so I can check shit. No, it doesn't like that. Of course. Yep. Alright, that works. Alright. Let's go on my channel, make sure that everything's running. Yeah, we good. We all good. Oh, fuck my life. I forgot to change something. Whoops. I'm a Muppet. Where's the stream? Softwares. We go into here. We go into... Wrong one. Lol. I need to edit the other one. Right. Yeah, we all good. Yeah, we all good. Fantastic. I think we good. Oh shit. Oh, thank God for that. Add a page over that I shouldn't have. Whoops. Anyways, oh yeah, I don't need to look up mods this time. What is this absolute heresy? You mean I can do things without having to look shit up all the time? What is this heresy? I'm actually looking forward to this. Hello everyone. Welcome. Oh yeah. Going to do some quick advertising shite. Because, you know, you need to do that in order for the world to work. Oh shit. I did a boo-boo on the titles. My bad. Alright, cool. What we're gonna need. Eels? If I can find the fucking thing. Oops, wrong one. Show on notes. Oh boy, what do I do? Note list. There we go, that's the one. Beep, 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 beep. There we go. I'm live. That's the one we want. Copy that. I'll bog off Grammarly. I don't want to improve my writing tonight. I'm trying to stream. And time to go on to here and do a quick yoink. There we go. Oh yeah, wait a minute. Don't need that open. We do need, however, this open. So right now, go on to Facebook. Bunging my post because, you know, reasons. Oh shit. Wait a minute, what'd I do? Leave that page. Sweet. I think we good. Switch over to chat mode. Right, we're going to be going into some hardcore World of Warcraft because of reasons. And of course, WoW is going to immediately tell me that I need to update my BIOS because reasons. Rude. But yeah. We're gonna be loading up Cassie B back because I died at level 7 on a mage in the past, and I don't want that to happen again. Oh, I keep forgetting. Helps if I just do this. Oh shit, she is scared. Oh, come on. Nice having a quick chat with people. Oh, wow. That was an awesome interaction. People in World of Warcraft, especially hardcore, are just awesome. Flat out. I love people in hardcore. They're just really nice people. Right, so what I'm going to do... Oh shit, I could technically go and... You know what? I'll do that later. Yeah, we're going to go down to... Gorge here.
Welcome to my inn, weary traveler. What can I do for you?
Tell you what is my current? 151. Holy. You know what? I would be stupid not to, so I'm going to do it. Now I'm going to sell off all of my spring water and get myself a whole bunch of ice cold milk. Because I think I need that.
See you later.
Alright. Let's go.
Greetings, mage. Shall I provide you with further insight into the world of magic?
Oh, cool. I've got
See
everything.
you around.
Nice. Oh, come to food. Oh. You know what? Seven intellect. Alright, cool. I'm gonna go beat up some more kobolds on my way down to
There's a new threat in Elwyn Forest. Murlocs are swimming up the streams of eastern Elwyn.
Yeah, we get it.
Well met. Need help?
Hmm? Don't leave the promise without quest. Oh. Auto quests is being stupid. Time to disable it.
What can I do for you? Go with honor, friend. Light bless you. Light be with you.
Yes, I spoke with Remy. I respect him as a merchant, though all reports of Murlocs to the... If you are...
I tell you what. There's a bunch of quests going on around here, so I'm going to go down there before I even think about starting these two.
I can't pass that yet.
I do. Oh, yeah. So, for those wondering why my character is called Cassie B. Back, simple. I had a character called Cassie V because she was named after my one of my Skyrim characters that I played for quite a long time. And, yeah. I died. Literally about this level. I was not happy. Overly happy. There we go. So what I'm going to try and do now is I'm going to take it slower, I think. Is about the best way I can describe it. Oh, hello. Alright, cool. Kobold's down. Oh, got another one. 45 mana up. Hit. What I should technically do is use my Frostbolt first, but it's got a shorter range, so aggroing creatures is much easier by just, you know, use your longest range spell and then
That's still recharging.
I mean, technically, yes, I could be using, what would it be? I could be using rank 1 Fireball, but... Actually, that may not be a bad idea now that I think about it. There we go.
Good day to you.
Oh, wait a minute. Don't want to sell that off. I'm keeping that until I hit max level. Even if I don't wear it.
Have a good one.
Oh, I'm cursed. My heart belongs to Tommy Joe Stonefield, but our families are bitter enemies. So I can't see him, even though my eyes ache to gaze upon that handsome face.
Did someone just... Bro. Asshole. I'm turning auto quest back on.
Good day to you.
Oh, I'm cursed. My heart belongs to Tommy Joe Stonefield, but our families are bitter enemies. So I can't see him, even though my eyes ache to gaze upon that handsome...
We get it, you like him. Okay. Don't think I actually needed to use that much, but swap those two over. So those are both the rank ones. Instant cast is on my R, so it's literally right next to my movement keys. I know a lot of long-time WoW streamers and WoW players would say I'm buying Q&E, but I'm used to them being bound, so I'm just leaving them. Oh god, that's a bear. It's funny actually, that robe that major I was talking to earlier is wearing, that is rare. Well, it's not.
The Brackwells
I remember
have a
having done it in the past. You can make this really nice.
I lost my necklace and think that...
Where's Princess? It's a giant hog, I know that much, but I don't remember where it is. Princess is supposed to be here, isn't she? Like, I'm right near where Princess is supposed to be. No, my bad. I'm an idiot. Princess is way over there. Okay, cool. Oh yeah, I need to go and hand a quest in. I'm actually trying to remember. There's a add-on that I've seen some WoW streamers playing with, which allows them to see what their other spells are that they've got upcoming in their training. Don't even know the name of it. I actually... I might go and join Zarya's
Stand us being apart. I have to see her.
Discord.
Please, adventurer, talk with my grandma. If anyone can find a way to bring me together with Maybell, she can. She's inside our house east of here.
Cool. What level are the gnolls on the other side? Because this is where the gnolls are. That's Hogger. No, I'm not even gonna bother because I'm level 7. Yeah. I need to find a way of doing like a fat ass in your face XP bar that I can bung at the top of the screen so that people can see how far through a level I am.
Greetings. While our families are feuding, Tommy Joe and Maybell don't have much of a future, but maybe we can get them together for just a little while. What can we do? I bet William Pessel has a potion to unite our two young lovers. Here, take this note to William. He's staying at the Lion's Pride Inn in Goldshire.
Okay. Cool. Alright, so I'm going to come across here, talk to Billy, then go up to the bridge, go and talk to the guard. Hey Dante, welcome. This is going to be fun, trying to get this questing done in World of Warcraft. So yeah, for those wondering, I am level 7. Haven't died yet. Touch wood.
It's too far away.
Oh, come on.
I need to get closer.
Nothing?
That spell isn't ready.
Nothing again? Hey! Oh. Completely out of mana. I tell you what, this is a funny thing. This is actually very close to how I played the game back in the day. These days I've got like all kinds of add-ons and all that shit in the main game. I'm sorry, but the game is better with add-ons. It always has been and always will be. Sweet! You know, of the Ashbringer. Yeah. You know, just an item that drops off of one of the last boxes in the last raid of Classic WoW. Well, the corrupted Ashbringer does. Yeah, if you guys ever want to suggest any lore videos or anything interesting like that you want me to watch on stream, I'm more than happy to. You know, the craziest thing I've seen is some people have played WoW in the past, and they've actually had like streams of or videos of other things going on, like covering the map or something like that. Like, for an example, how my chat's currently set up. Which is kind of crazy. But you know, that's how it is. Ooh, tell you what. I can go... Oh, is it missing? It is. Give me just a second. Browser, that one. Check, open. There we go. There you guys are. Thank you down to there. Copy that. That'll be fine. Alright. So I've got to hand in a quest over here.
Though this wild boar meat is tough, simmer it enough and it sure does make for some tasty pie. Here you go. And when you give this pie to that Billy, you tell him I hope he chokes on it.
Okay. A bit rude, but okay, fine. Oh, I know he is. And all kinds of other shit that he technically shouldn't be, but hey-ho. I don't mind Asmund, but I don't think he's a bit of a... I do think that he runs his mouth a little bit too much, personally. Although, to be honest, that is quite literally his job, so... And he does far too well at it. Sick. You know what? I'm gonna pop back up to Goldshire. Oh yeah, and I need to go and kill Goldtooth. Oh god, Goldtooth is in... Fuck. Goldtooth's in the mine. This mine. I'm not nervous, you're nervous. Oh, yeah, before I get anywhere closer to that, I'm going to come over here. Open up my bag of many things. Grab my Jeffers, because why not? You like him? He's honest. Yeah, I like the fact that he's honest. I just think that he weighs in on things that he knows nothing about. So I feel like it's a waste of time, personally. But beyond that, yeah, I like him. I do like him as well. Alright. So why am I hiding next to a shed? Simple. NPCs don't spawn here. And, honestly, I don't want to die again. So, yeah. Oh. That does 20 to 22, that does 16 to 25. It's been a long time since I played Classic Mage.
That's still recharging.
Yeah, let's get some more milk.
That spell isn't ready yet.
Gonna be honest, these are some old ass graphics. You would be correct in that statement, yeah. Because it's an old ass game. This is classic WoW, so this is like 2005-ish World of Warcraft.
That spell isn't ready yet. I have a target.
That's another one of those Scrolls of Spirit. Holy shit. I haven't been using them because they're rare as shit and I don't want to waste it. Can I piggyback up off of other people being in here? Yeah. Oh, they went in the lower entrance. Shit. They are worse than my outfit gloves. That doesn't overly surprise me. You asked me at the end, only good thing to do in here is to actually, you know, help your fellow players.
I need a target.
Nice.
Out of range. Still recharging.
God damn it. Just asking the priest whether they're doing gold tooth. Yes, they just killed gold tooth. God damn it. I'm not getting any XP for this at the moment. What is it with people not reading their whispers? Jesus Christ. Oh, cool. Okay, up. Give you the imp buff.
They can't join our group.
Aha!
I can't cast that yet.
Hey! Wow, am I really doing that much damage? Oh, I don't have DPS monitor on. Sometimes it's a good idea to have DPS monitors because then you can also tell whether or not you're going to completely destroy people. A little bit with aggro.
I need more mana.
Like, for an example, the reason that you don't want a tank that's lower level than you in WoW is quite simply you do not ever want to take aggro away from the tank, because otherwise that's the main way that players die. And with hardcore, obviously, that's a bit more of an issue. For those wondering, the little unit scan pop-up that keeps coming up, that's mostly for my benefit, but it's also for you guys' benefit too, because it shows you what I'm having to be wary of and look out for. I probably should get myself the same dress that the priest's wearing, because it's a 2 intellect robe. It's really nice.
That's still recharging.
No. Okay, fine. Wow, they keep resisting. That's still surprising to me.
I don't have a target.
Ability to recall your powers and show. That's pretty cool. That is really awesome. Yeah, by far the lowest mana cost for my spells is Frostbolt. Yup. There we go. Oh. Ooh, battle axe. Fuck, that was all caps. Oh shit! Defies Dogmaster. Oh, that's level 9. I'm not level 9 yet. Here's the thing. When it comes to playing WoW, especially as a clothy like me, so I'm playing a mage at the moment, I am weak as shit. I do a ton of damage, but I take no damage. I am about the single squishiest thing on the planet.
Oh, you found it. Thank you. Thank you, dear. Here, take this. It was my husband's, and he always said it was lucky. If only he didn't forget it on his last campaign. Asterisk sniff asterisk.
Lol, that's the best thing about AI voicing. Goofy shit that it puts in as well. Alright, so if I head up towards the road, I actually might see if I can find a minimap add-on in a minute. Yeah, whilst I'm in Goldshire, I'll see if I can find a minimap add-on. Luckily, adding add-ons into WoW means that I don't need to restart the game. I just need to reload the user interface because it's all my side. It's all client side. Beyond a couple of them that are like, I'd be willing to bet they probably have like permission from, if not from Blizzard, from, well, yeah, probably from Blizzard, because it'd have to be in order to sync things. Like, for an example, one of the mods I'm thinking, well, mods, add-ons, I'm thinking of getting is DBM, or Deadly Boss Mods. So, for those who don't know, Deadly Boss Mods is one of the best add-ons to get for WoW, because especially if you're a noob, I'm not going to say that it's essential, but it's pretty close to it. At least in my book.
I don't have a target.
Oh, mine's like buff. Roll top. There we go. Oh yeah,
Good day to you.
Mr. Pethel.
My heart goes out to those two poor souls, Maybelle and Tommy Joe. I remember being young and in love once. There must be something I can do to help them. Let me think. I can make an invisibility liquor for Maybelle so she can slip away from the McClure vineyards and go to Tommy Joe. But to make the liquor, I need some crystal kelp. Although the kelp usually grows in the ocean, sometimes murlocs collect it. See if the
Ooh,
murlocs
that
near
might not be a
Crystal
bad
Lake
idea.
have it.
Let's
Crystal
do
Lake
that.
is just east of Goldshire.
Are you mad? You want me to... He's trying to get me to go and talk to He's getting me to go and fight Murlocs. Ah yeah, first aid. Here we go. Yeah, let's do that. I'm going to make myself a whole bunch of bandages because it would be a very good idea if I had them. So for those wondering, bandages I can use in combat. Food and drinks and all that lot, I cannot.
Greetings, mage. Shall I provide you with further insight into the world of magic?
Yes. Yes, you shall. Ooh, arcane missiles as well. Oh, yeah. This is actually kind of cool. I got given... Oh, I can't show you guys at the second. Give me a moment. I was talking to someone earlier, right at the beginning of the stream. And they gave me some money. I'm not shitting you. They actually gave me some money. And I was just like, oh my god, you're fucking awesome. But yeah, I've got a gold thereabouts. As you can see, they're right here. That would have taken me a little while to get, I must admit. Anyway, let's put this back about there. That should be fine. Now I can afford all of my training.
Safe travels.
Yeah, boy. Oh, here we go. How are we doing? I'm going to put that about there. Bearing in mind, the person that gave me that gold was level 60. With some pretty decent gear. And for those wondering, level 60 is literally the highest level you can get in the game. At least for Classic.
I supply only the finest goods.
Further expansions obviously increased it, but for hardcore, at least as of the moment, 60 is the highest you will get. Let's do that. This is basically my food and first aid corner, I think.
For the Alliance.
Okay. What have I got to do? I've got Princess Must Die. I can get the Fellbrow's Deed whilst I'm doing Princess. Further concerns is this one. Marshal Dugan wants you to report to Guard Thomas. Yep, okay. So I'm level 8. Yay! I was level 7 on my last character that died. Oh, hey, look, there they are. You know what? Before I do anything else, I'm in a unique situation where I have more money than a mage of my level would normally have. So, I'm going to pop to Stormwind quickly, which I literally have to walk to because there's no flight paths, no fast travel available. But yeah, we're going to go up to Stormwind, and we're going to go to the auction house because I'm not playing solo. I don't have, like, any limits on that kind of stuff. Because here's the thing. Getting up to level 8 for me is hard enough. Oh shit, I can do the Fellbrow's Deed anywhere. Ooh. Kill it. I think it's a random... It must be a random drop from Defias, who are the bandit guys that you see with the red masks on. The reason it says that it spawns here is because... It's not because of the well or anything like that, it's because there are literally Defias bad guys who can spawn here. Aha! Banditos! Oh shit. Level 9. Won this one level above me? Not such a big deal.
I can't cast that.
Oh shit, polymorph. I can't polymorph. Oh shit. Ah! Run, 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 run. This is not gonna be the end of me, goddammit. Fucking spiders, bro. Alright, I should have run a bandage, but I didn't. Because I'm in Muppet. It's funny, actually. In some ways, I kind of prefer to be on US servers because here's the thing: most of my hours, whenever I'm doing things, like at least at the moment, are all very US. I get up close to midday my time, and don't go to bed until like 3 something in the morning my time. So. Roll back 5 hours and I'm basically on like East Coast US time. Ooh, I might see if I can get myself a wand. Oh yeah, and I got a bunch of new spells, so... I got rank 2 Frostbolt. Actually, you know what? Let's put you on Shift F. Technically, I should have done all of my lighted ones here at the end of the bar, but I decided, you know what, fuck it, I can't be bothered. They'll still be used, but you know. Yeah, that is cool. Armor, cloth. What am I, level 8? Ancestral Woolies, Spirit and Stamina? Intellect and Spirit? Whoa, that's amazing, and it's only 5 silver? Bro! That is beast! Journeyman's Robe. Oh yeah, I'm getting that versus the Owl. Flying Tiger, that needs engineering 100. I don't have engineering. At least not yet. Ooh, would 2 Spirit be better than 1 Intellect, 1 Spirit? I'm gonna say no. This is literally how mages look for quite a long time in WoW. Like skinny jeans or what? I would quite love to have the Journeyman's Robe, but honestly, the gear that I just bought, so much better. Did I just inadvertently make myself considerably tougher? I hope so. That would be sick. Grab that, grab that. So, we're going from dog shit gear to pretty decent gear for my level. Maybe I should go and get... You know what? I'm going to do that. I'm going to go and get tailoring. Because tailoring would be really useful for me. Because then I could basically make my own gear and gear myself up that way. Oh no, did I? Ah, damn it, I got rid of my shirt. The one that I got at level 1. Don't remember whether it's Larson. Expert tailor, robe merchant.
I sell only the finest arcane gear, made by the crafters and mages here in the city of Stormwind.
Shit, I might have to go and ask a guard where. Or is it this one? I think it's this one. Duncan's Textiles. Yep, this guy's
Since the fall of
leveling his tailoring
Dalaran and
here.
the destruction of Quel'Thalas, wares of this sort have been hard to come by. But Luke and Cordell and some of our other tradesmen have been doing a fine job of filling
Yay.
our orders with quality merchandise.
Since the fall of Dalaran and the destruction of Quel'Thalas, wares of this sort have...
Shut up.
Since the fall of Dalaran and the destruction of Quel'Thalas, wares of this sort have been hard to come by. But Luke and Cordell and some of our other tradesmen have been doing a fine job of filling our orders with quality merchandise.
Alright, there we
Life is
go.
like a carefully woven tapestry.
So I'll need coarse thread. I can make shirts, I can make cloaks, I can make pants. Right, I'm gonna have to level that up later, but... Yep.
Since the fall of Dalaran and the destruction of Quel'Thalas, wares of this sort have been hard to come by. But Luke and Cordell and some of our other tradesmen have been doing a fine job of filling our
I do.
orders with quality merchandise.
Oh cool, I forgot. I can right-click it to show them up. Okay! But yeah, I think my first aid is going to be far more useful. Plus, you know, there's a first aid trainer literally in Gulcher, so I can just sort things out from there. Oh, that's cool. I like it. Ah, it's those two. Priest and the warrior that gave me a bit of help earlier. That's something that I will forever love about Classic WoW, though. Especially when it comes to hardcore. The people that you see along the way, especially if you live long enough, you'll see them at like for an example, I might see them at level 20, 40, 50, 60. And it'll always be really nostalgic because you'll be just like, wait a minute. I remember this person from X or Y. Questline or dungeon or whatever. Yep. I tell you what, I might buy myself some better shoes as well because I think those are some of the worst gear that I have.
Hello.
Oh yeah, that is a better. And the belt. And the braces.
Have a good one. What can I do for you? Safe travels.
Cool. Lol, I am
I
quite
need a target.
literally wearing sandals now. Oh boy. Alright, let's see how well I do against Murlocs. Oh god, that'll be fun. Actually, I'll tell you what. I'm putting that on one of my mouse buttons just so that I always have it under my thumb and ready to press. Oh shit, I don't have much in the way of mana.
I need more mana.
Boy. There we go. Still scares the shit out of me sometimes. Luckily, my Hearthstone is not far off cooldown. I just need to be relatively safe before then. Just need to find some Murlocs and beat them up until they give me Crystal Kelp Fronds. Ooh. Aha.
I'm out of range.
Constantly keeping an eye on the color of my bar items, because that tells me the distance that they are. And of course Murlocs are going to be little bastards and not give me what I want. How very rude of them. Alright. This is why I don't like Murlocs. Murlocs suck. Oh, another Murloc. I'm gonna move back here. Heal up.
I need to get closer.
Ah, 1. Yay. Crystal Kelp runs, man. Always been one of the slowest bloody quests in the world. Because the drop rate is so low. If you don't believe me, check Wowhead. It's either that or my luck is terrible. Oh. Yep. That's surprising. Really? Oh, thank God for that. Thank you. I could get a sneaky instant cast tag on them, but it'd be nice. That's something I need to have a look at some point. I need to find an add-on that gives me the
That spell isn't done yet. That's still recharging.
Bro, you're taking up all my friggin' Murlocs. I mean, thanks for helping, but Jesus. Every time. Ah, more Murlocs over here. All right here. Give me a moment. Yeah, I need to find an add-on that tells me the cost of each spell before I cast it. Just so that it's actually on the picture of the spell. That's what I would like. That would be incredibly useful. Oh, there's 2 of them. the other one?
It's too far away.
Alright, we're on 3. Good to know. Drink some more milk. It's good that I've now got my conjure water and food. Because even if I do run out of items, which is unlikely, I still have the ability to make some more. Ah. Alright, now fall Wolfie. Welcome back. Oh god, 2 of them. Three of them. Okay. I might have to run away. Okay. Yeah, being a mage means that I am squish. I am the epitome of squish. Feeble sword? Oh yeah, that is feeble. That's horrible looking. I'm pretty sure I can hear that wolf. Not good. As I said before, anything that exists out here for a mage is just potential death.
Isn't ready yet.
Alright, I'm out. I got all the crystal kelp fronds that I need. Oh, go away. Okay, let's go and handle this quest in. This is unsafe. I am in danger. Mm-mm. There's a wolf. I saw you, Wolfie. Go away.
You got them. Good show. Now just one moment while I concoct the potion. Take this invisibility liquor to young Maybelle. It should last long enough for her to visit Tommy Joe. Take this invisibility liquor.
Sick. I can go and do that. Oh. I can't use it. Damn it. Tell you what, I've been watching something really heartwarming and fun recently. Been watching a streamer called Guzu. He's been playing through Baldur's Gate 3 again. Well, for the first time. And the amount of stuff that he has noticed that you can do in Baldur's Gate 3 is hilarious. He's just like, wait, you can do that? Oh yeah! Modding Monday, for those wondering what we're going to be doing. There is a campaign mod for Baldur's Gate 3 that adds in the undead starting zone from World of Warcraft. I think we're going to be doing that, because I think it'll be really fun.
Oh, my. I feel guilty deceiving my family, but my feelings for Tommy Joe are too strong to ignore. Thank you, adventurer. I'll drink this liquor as soon as I have the chance and sneak away to my love. And for you, please take this.
She gave me minor healing potions. Holy shit, those are so useful. For those of you who've been playing like Skyrim or other RPGs, these things are like common as dirt. But trust me, when it comes to World of Warcraft, you might get a few for like Crest rewards, but you will not get many. Unless you're an alchemist who can make them by the dozen. They are rare as shit. Alright, idiot. Eat fire. Ooh. Wrong button. Can't you buy them? I don't think so, if I remember correctly. If you can only buy them in limited amounts. And when I say limited, I am not shitting you. Oh, Jesus, that's a lot of device around here.
I can't pass that yet.
You're the level above me. Alright. If they get too dangerous... Whoa, okay. Oh boy. That is a 1 level above me. 1. And she almost killed me. Wait. Go away. Not another one. Oh my god. Oh, thank God she evaded and left. Yep, I need to start making myself water. Holy shit. I tell you what. This is relatively safe. I'm going to look up. Can you buy water in WoW? Sorry. Health potions. Can you buy... Yes, you can buy them from various vendors. You can find them in towns like Stormwind City, Undercity, and various zones like Duskwood and Stonetail Mountains. I did not know that. Okay, then. Now, the reason I didn't know this is because I haven't played hardcore or classic in quite a long time. I mean, I didn't even play Classic WoW. I played, when I first started playing World of Warcraft, I started playing during the Burning Crusade. Which is the first ever expansion for World of Warcraft. And me and my mates just got to the point where we were just like, yeah, screw it. We didn't have hardcore back then, so you died, you go back to a graveyard, and then come back to where your body is, press a button, and resurrect your character. Alright, so we're headed here. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go to the path, because I want to make it up to the guard, so I can go and hand in this quest for him. Which will get me... Doesn't say. Oh yeah, I can get boots and shit. Yay! Oh, they actually look like decent boots. Holy shit. Not my cheap looking sandals. I kid you not, these things look... I mean, player models, obviously, 2004. Player models are pretty terrible. And if you guys are wondering about the exclamation marks on the map, they're potentials. There's a class in Sea of Heroes and has a super OP hill, and the only heals you for the number of dead NPCs around you. It's called Warshade. Holy shit, that would be amazing for like... Oh, dude. Imagine having that as like a Death Domain cleric thing in Baldur's Gate. That would be sick. Because let's be honest, in Baldur's Gate you end up fighting like 5 or 10 bad guys in a very short period of time.
Hail, adventurer. Wild animals are growing more and more aggressive the farther we get from Goldshire, and the Eastvale logging camp suffers nearly constant attacks from wolves and bears. We could use your help out here.
Let him talk whilst I drink.
Murlocs have settled in and around the streams of eastern Elwyn. We don't know why they are here, but they are aggressive and at least semi-intelligent. A few days ago, we sent 2 guards, Rolf and Malachi, to investigate along the river, and they have not yet returned. To complete my report, I must know what happened to those men. Travel north along the river and find the guards, or their remains.
Ooh. Dun dun dun. Oh yeah, I'm going to sort out my unit frames. I'm going to move my party frame up here. Because then, when I've got myself and a group of other people, we can see them up here, and it's out of the way. Which, funnily enough, I'm level 8. Technically, and bearing in mind this is a very technically, dungeons start at level 10. But you should be level 15 or above if you're planning on doing it with a party.
That spell isn't ready yet.
Right, what was the other ones though? Bag of marbles and glow stick. Take your time out, bud. Okay.
I can't cast that yet.
Okay, I can remove that from there. Oh, this is one of the parts of WoW that is fun, but it's also scary as shit. Tell you what, I'm just gonna quickly do something. Play Ooh. Ooh, and I might even turn on the precast indicator as well. Can I increase the size of my healing bar? Sorry, my mana bar. Because I feel like that would be useful. I mean, I could increase the player frame size. /reload. There you go. Characters.
I'm out of range. It's too far away.
Don't need bag of marbles twice. Do you want? No, wuckers.
That's still recharging.
Let's do that. Then I'm going to move off a bit. Oh shit. Oh, was that a green chain? Yeah. Oh, it's BOE. Cool. So, for those who don't know, BOE, bind on equip. It's War Shades and Briar. Cool. Maybe I need to look into how to build spells and that kind of shit in Baldur's Gate and actually make that an ability. That would be kind of sick. There's Princess, which is the pig we're after. I don't know, but the entourage, I don't know whether they attack with Princess. That would be an idea to find out. Does Witcher? With her. Yeah, so World of Warcraft, the classic. Oh. Princess must die. Here we go. Oh shit.
Isn't ready yet.
Yeah. There we go. Ooh. Oh shit. I've got. Oh shit. Ah! Run, 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 run. Don't fucking bear on my ass. No, go away. Bad bear. Jeez. Nope, everything wants to kill you, apparently. I'll tell you what. /1. Where is it? Oh, that's looking for group. Can I? This language is voice emote. Huh, weird. Oh, General /2? Okay.
That's still recharging. I can't cast that yet.
Okay. Oh, custom mission creator. I remember something like that. Yeah, I used to play a game called Star Trek Online that literally has custom mission creator built into it. It's one of those ones by Cryptic Game Studios. Or at least it's being maintained by Cryptic. Only the ones by Cryptic, if I remember correctly. At least that I can think of. I tell you what, when it comes to playing World of Warcraft, I should be playing earlier. I should be starting at like 6 or 7. Simply because it's 9 o'clock now, and most EU players are either raiding or doing other things, basically. Which means that I think I'm gonna go and beat up some young bears and prowlers instead, because honestly, I don't really have much else that I can do. Oh yeah, Dante, I have some ideas for a possible character in the future for WoW. No, WoW? Skyrim. Wrong game. The idea is to I've always had this idea to possibly make a character that is, if not completely a dragon, part dragon. And I know that there's a few mods that can make you like a half dragon or something like that, like humanoid Argonian, that kind of stuff. But I'm thinking of doing it a bit more custom. I'm actually almost thinking of making my own race for it. That's hopefully not overpowered, but, you know, more designed around the same... Designed so that it's not brokenly powerful. And it'll also hopefully give me a good reason to play with some of the more poison-based, well, poison and druidic-based magics in my mod list on Skyrim. Hmm. Alright, so I need to be over this side of the map. Okay, cool. I kind of wanted to do it based on a green dragon from D&D. rogue. Oh. Oh, is he going to sneak up on that prowler? Yep, not surprised. Bloody rogues. You lose track of them and then pop, they appear again. Out of nowhere, and you're just like...
That's still recharging.
But it's always nice to have a rogue on your side, I'll say that much. They can get you into places that are locked, and you're just like, I want to get into that. Hey, level up, level 9! Wow, we have actually made it 2 levels higher than I have in the past. That's pretty nice. Oh, long may that stay. That's a Murloc. I want to leave you alone, because you're not what I'm after. But you, sir, you most definitely are.
It's too far away.
What the? How the shit did you get out of that? Oh, for fuck's sake.
That spell isn't ready yet.
I get myself into trouble, I run. It is a good idea. Oh. You can be shooed. Oh, I can't bandage? Oh yeah, the bandage debuff. Forgot about that. Am I off the hook? No? Well, that's just rude. Alright, I'm off the hook, thank God. It was much more the fact that I was, you know... I had too many targets attacking me at once. That's the reason that I decided to run. Because I was just like, you know what? I'll blame this cautious. I'm not gonna get myself killed tonight. That's for damn fucking sure.
I can't cast it.
Make myself some more potions. Or, you know, bottles of water.
That's still recharging.
Ooh, wow. Whoa, holy shit. That rank 2 frostbolt was hitting like a truck. Bite me. Bloody low errors. There we go. How am I doing? I've got 3 more prowlers and 2 more bears. Oh, would you look at that? There's a group of prowlers over there. I'd rather not fight the entire bunch of them, but...
That spell isn't ready yet.
Damn it. Whiffing on the attacks. Can I please finish this quest? Oh yeah. As you can see down there, we've got Prowler, Prowler, Prowler in very close proximity. I'd rather not fight that many of them, honestly. Same as most WoW players, honestly.
That's still recharging.
Okay, that's all the prowler's done. Now for the bears. Just need to grab a few more of them. Yep, I think when I hit 10, I'm going to port back to a Goldshire and get all my spells, I think. Oh, would you look at that? There's a bear. Whoa. I critted with my staff. Yay. Got one more bear. One. God damn it, where are you, bears? I almost need that shading effect on creatures that you get when they're like occluded in real-time strategy games. Make it far easier to see them. Come on, little young forest bear, where are you? Ah, there you are. It resisted, that's not good. And it resists. Oh, come on, that's rude. Knock it off.
I can't cast that yet. Inventory is full.
Oh, okay. Well, I got a quest done. I'm happy. Ah! No. Go away. My little mage ass is not yours to bite. Go away. Yay! Thank you, gods. That's why I love gods in this game. They are
Looks to me you've seen
absolute
quite a bit of
beasts.
combat in your time, adventurer. If you haven't already, you should report to Gryan Stoutmantle. He heads up the People's Militia aimed at protecting the farmlands of Westfall. I bet he could use your help You can usually find him in the stone tower on Sentinel Hill just off the road in the middle of Westfall. Thanks a lot for the help, adventurer. Thanks a lot for the help, adventurer. Something in the forest must be making these animals so bold. Whatever it is, I hope it stays there.
Yay! More healing potions. I'm happy. Those are actually the really decent ones. Those are 140 to 180. So that's basically my entire health pool. Right. We are going to teleport back to Gojo. Some of these quests around here are just a bit on the sussy side, so I must admit I'm half tempted to ignore them.
Welcome to my inn.
There's that priest
traveler.
again.
What can I do for you?
Tell you what, I need to get some more food. Yeah, I'm selling that shit off because it's terrible. Let's get a stack of 20. Yeah, I do.
See you around.
Alright. I detect a little scumbag. Add to block list. And I'm also going to ban their ass permanently. Perfect.
You need... I'm sorry, I'm a bit busy right now making horseshoes for Werner Osgood in Lakeshire. There's a dwarven weaponsmith in Stormwind, Grimond Elmore, who sent word that he needs help with a delivery. I believe he wants a package sent to his homeland in the north. You have a sturdy pair on you, so if you're interested in some legwork, then speak with Grimond. We could use you down here, but we must also keep our ties strong with the dwarves. You can find Grimond Elmore at the weapon shop in the Dwarven district of Stormwind in the northeast section of town.
Ooh, People's Militia, that's But yeah, I'll go and do that quest. That quest is freaking easy. Basically means that I get to go up to Ironforge. I tell you what. Good old WoW music. Oh, I forgot to sell the fangs. Oh well. Ooh, I'll have to find out how expensive those bags are in, No, I won't do that. I will put them on the auction house. I'll buy them off the auction house instead, because I can probably get a better deal. Hopefully. Yep. One of the reasons that I love Stormwind. The music's fucking epic. Ooh, those fighting words, dude. Ooh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Going back to the Mage's Quarter. Because... the reason I want to go to the Mage's Quarter is simple. I want to go and get my magic training. But yeah, this is literally WoW's travel until you hit like level 40. Which I do still think is a little bit too high level, but It's how Classic was for years and nobody complained particularly, so...
Greetings, mage. Shall I provide you with further insight into the world of magic?
Go with honor, friend.
Okay. No spells from you yet. You're another
Need
matron.
help? As a mage, you are one of a select group that can conjure a portal to transport you back to this very place. I can teach you if you are ready.
Ah, yeah, Stormwind Teleport. Level 20, costs 20 silver. And it does require runes of teleportation, which, if I remember
Farewell.
correctly, are like 10 silver a piece or something like that. I'm going to look forward to that, I'll say that much. I will probably have the entire, all the bars along here entirely filled with all my teleports and all that lot at higher level. Yeah. But this game's not really designed for you to rush to endgame. It never was. The entire idea was for you to hopefully enjoy the entire process. Because Classic WoW, there are at least 24 dungeons, I think? Hundreds of quests. It's a big world. It really is. It takes a long time to get from north to south. And bearing in mind, the map that we're currently on, let me just stop and show you. This is only one half of the map. Because there's this as well. Not a lot of MMOs have a huge map these days, but... WoW was definitely one of those first few games that had really sizable maps. At least that I'm aware of. Bearing in mind, I could be completely talking out of my ass, but... But yeah, this map, world map is huge. It takes a long time to get anywhere. Luckily, you do have griffins and griffin masters and that kind of stuff that are basically on rails transport systems. They are quite fast, but it's still like it can still take a good 5 or 10 minutes in some cases to get from one place to another if it's far enough.
If you've come looking for the finest craftsmanship on this or any other continent in the world, then you've come to the right place. Grim and Elmore, at your service.
You're here to help with my delivery? Very good.
Where? Stormpikes are a respected dwarven clan and are well known for their fine and discerning tastes. So it's no wonder that Gringer Stormpike, a mountaineer of Ironforge, commissioned me to craft him a weapon. The weapon is finished, but Mountaineer Stormpike is far away, in distant Loch Modan. If you plan on traveling to the north, can you deliver this package to him? My last message from Mountaineer Stormpike said he's stationed at the Northern God Tower in Loch Modan.
Oh my god, Loch Modan. Ooh. I now basically have 2 choices. I can either go and level in Loch Modan, or I can go and level in Westville. I tell you what, I might go back to Goldshire. And then... yeah. I think I'm going to go back to Goldshire for the time being. And then we're going to head over to the Forest Edge, which is this side. Because there's a couple of quests I want to do over there. Oh, I should have done the Jessblade Mine. Because it's not that long of a quest. God damn. You know what? Turn the music off and then we go back to our normal stream music. So I made a portal to Donassus. Warlock?
I need to get closer. It's too far away.
Can't inspect them? Oh, that's a shame. I kind of like to make a inspect target macro at some point. That might not be a bad idea. Alright, let's see if I can actually go and beat up some of these bloody defiers over here. If not, I don't really want to do some of these quests because they are dangerous as hell. Oh, hello. What are you doing, little Meiji boy? Not being smart, apparently.
I'm out of range.
Nope. Nothing. Okay, fine. Give me just a second.
Get closer.
Ooh. There's a fair number of bandits up there. I know that there's a chest that can spawn in this lake. You know what? Let's see if I can go and grab it. If it exists down there at the moment, that is. Okay, we got the ore patch. I believe it's supposed to be... Ah, it's not here. Alright, that's fine. Oh boy, that's not good. Yep, I was heading the wrong way. Should look to the map. Yep. Screw it. Let's go and do some of these Edge of the Forest quests. Whoa, hello.
That's still recharging.
Yeah, it's very infrequent that I need the rank 1 Frostbolt, so I'm going to get rid of it off my bar. Oh yeah, I'll do that when I'm higher level though, because it does recommend level 15. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to level up until I hit 15, then I'll go and do that quest. I know, right? Wolves are a pain in the ass. I literally just have the Hogger quest, but where's the rest of them? Oh, is it because I'm not level 10 yet? Well, time to do some grinding. Got a long snout. Some guards. Oh, forest bear. Fuck it, might as well.
Out of range. It's too far away.
Hey! I just saved a gnome's life.
That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet.
Oh, some of these creatures are horrible. A real pain in the ass to deal with, and it just gets to that point where you're just like, really? Do I have to deal with you? Ruh-roh. Oh, there he is.
Still recharging. Not enough mana. My mana is low.
Hey, there we go. Oh my god, yeah, I forgot you have to go back to... Fuck that. It's nice in a lot of cases you can get quests from just killing bad guys in this area.
I need to get closer. I'm out of range. I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet.
No, 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 stop you bastard. Oh shit. Thank God for potions. Yeah, those gnolls are evil little bastards. Oh, Hogger is... Hogger is an interesting creature when it comes to this game. He is what's known as an elite. And elites are very dangerous They are... I remember reading it online a while ago. They are the equivalent to their level plus another 8 levels.
It's too far away. That's still recharging.
Oh boy.
I'm out of range. I need more mana.
Oh yeah. Mage can be very slow. Basically, this game is based around the Holy Trinity system, where you shouldn't really be playing this game alone. You should be playing with a group. Now, to start off with, you are going to be playing alone. You're going, unless you start off with a group of friends.
It's too far away. I can't pass that.
Ooh. I have a better cloak. And that's level 9 bear. Oh, right, yeah. I've heard things about the Black Mage in Final Fantasy XIV, but I just haven't had the interest to play it, honestly. I'm sure it's a good game, I just don't. I just haven't played it, honestly.
I can't carry anymore.
Oh. I believe that there's a quartermaster over at the fort. So, this place here. Oh. Yeah.
Inventory is full.
Oh. Yeah, I am very low mana, so I might... Yeah, fuck it. No, I'm basically out of mana, so I'm going to have to... No, it'll fade, yep. Do I know a YouTuber called Pint? Yes, definitely. Yes, I think it was 10,000, but yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean. Thought so.
I supply only the finest goods.
Get rid of that, get rid of that. I still need to decide whether I'm going to sell that on the auction house. I might see if I can in a bit.
See you later.
Oh, Pint's hilarious. Pint is fucking awesome. If you guys ever want a really epic and well done series, I can highly recommend Barney64's Rogue playthrough of World of Warcraft. It's fantastic. Ugh, they're all in little camps, and that's annoying because I'm a mage. I don't do well with camps. Oh, Hargo. You know what? I'm going to head back to Goldshire. Because I want to get this quest handed in. And then... This is something I haven't done before. But fuck it, I feel like we should. Because... as I'm recommending Barney, I might as well show you one of Barney's videos before the end of the stream. So we'll watch the first episode of Bonnie's series together. Okay, got YouTube. Bonnie 64. Oh. Shit. Where is it? Yeah, there we go. Go to playlists, and then we do classic content. I think it's this one. Right. As I say, we'll get back to Civilization, and then we'll start watching the video.
What can I do for you?
Ah. Auto quest, fuck off.
Need help? Or the Alliance?
Ah, well done. I was starting to think no one would take down that monster. Here you are, adventurer. And thanks. That knoll was giving me a headache the size of Blackrock Spire.
Alright. I'm going to sit in the inn whilst we do this. Alright, folks. We're gonna watch... Which one was it? These should be all in the order. Yeah, they are.
What you are witnessing here is a level 59 undead rogue, 3 experience points away from level 60, about to enter Ironforge for the first time. Once I cross this border, my leveling journey comes to an end. One last time will I bathe in the golden dust, the culmination of 332 hours of gameplay. When I cross this border, surely I will reach peak fulfillment and transcend to a new plane of existence. When I cross this border...
Give me a second. There's an annoying little glitch with my Opera GX where it won't full screen the first time you do it, so you have to pop it out and then pop it back in. You know,
what you are witnessing here is a level 59 undead rogue, 3 experience points away from level 60, about to enter Ironforge for the first time. Once I cross this border, my leveling journey comes to an end. One last time will I bathe in the golden dust, the culmination of 332 hours of gameplay. When I cross this border, surely I will reach peak fulfillment and transcend to a new plane of existence. When I cross this border, I will become level 60. And who better to share this moment with than a random level 6 night elf who is also entering Ironforge for the first time, and I killed him and ate his corpse. But that's a story for another time. Welcome to the roleplay PvP server, Grobulus. Who's Grobulus, you ask? He's this guy from Hearthstone. And what better namesake for our community than a hulking fat degenerate with monster energy pumping through his veins? When you play on a roleplay server, you have absolutely no idea what's going to happen next. One minute, you're taking part in a capoeira lesson and having a troll berate you for not doing it right, and the next minute, a gay, naked Tauran orgy has formed in the place you just happened to AFK in. What? Get me out of here. Now, whilst accidentally stealthing my way into furry erotic roleplay wasn't one of the reasons I chose to play Rogue, I guess some would call it a bonus. Not me, though. In fact, picking Rogue as my class was quite a tough choice because I had to battle the temptation to pick Mage. And with free food, free travel, one-button raid rotations, and objectively the best leveling experience due to busted AoE farming, you're probably wondering, why did I pick Rogue? Well, my friends, an epiphany came to me during one of my water and other legal substances benders.
Yeah, there's a good reason that I play mages. They are, by far, in my personal opinion, the superior class.
Realized, instead of being this guy, I want to be this guy. And that's the story of how I picked Rogue. I don't care about efficient leveling, one-button rotations, or intelligence buffs. I just want to watch the world burn. Witness my no fun allowed combo. Marvel in awe and disgust as I kill this night elf before they can even break out of one of my many stuns. What's that, human warrior? You're doing an escort quest? A quest where you have to lead a robot chicken across an incredibly large distance as it walks at the slowest possible pace, effectively doubling the time the journey should take? Well, it would be a shame if you were to fail the quest due to a rogue coming up behind you and kill. But I'm not all bad. I promise. Take, for example, this human. Now, I will be honest, I was milliseconds away from killing him when some cosmic force stopped me. I could somehow sense this human was different, special. So I followed him. I don't know how it happened. He was supposed to just be another kill, and I really, truly was planning on killing him, but then we're laying under the night sky, holding hands and watching the stars together, and I tell him my deepest, most personal, intimate secrets, and he responds, "Thanks," in the most adorable human accent I've ever heard, and I know that he couldn't understand what I was saying, but this moment cemented our friendship. Our connection had transcended language and faction, and such a bond, no doubt, is worth protecting above all else. I could sense this human had somewhere to go, and so I resolved that my purpose, as dictated to me by the hand of fate, was to get Kuman the Human where he needed to be. And so we traveled through Ashenvale together. I defended him from the...
Gotta love the guild name, the Girl Scouts. Oh, such a fantastic idea. Oh, Bonnie's fantastic.
The aggressive wildlife, and in return, he talked down an angry, racist night elf who attacked me, eventually winning him over to my side. I don't speak human, but I can only presume Kuman told him I was friendly. If only they knew. Now joined by a random cat, we made south for Talon Deep Path, a tunnel that leads into Stone Talon Mountains. Now, despite technically being contested territory, Stone Talon Mountains is largely a horde area due to its main border being shared with the Barrens. But Kuman had safely escorted me through the alliance town of Astronar, so now it was my turn to return the favor. We arrived in the deforested Windshear Crag, and unless you enjoy goblins constantly biting at your ankles, I wouldn't recommend you visit. The spider-infested Webwinder path proved no better either, and by the time we trekked to the top of the hill, we were out of breath and in need of a break. It was then that a mage attacked. No! I screamed.
Traitor?
She questioned. I had to think fast. One word in the general chat about Alliance being led through Horde territory and the cavalry would arrive.
These are ally.
They are my pets, I lied, hoping she'd buy into my fabrication.
Interesting. Keep them scarcely fed and controlled.
Perfect. Another debate won. But we weren't out of the woods yet because another mage had arrived on the scene, no doubt hearing the commotion.
What's going on here?
These are my pets, I lied again.
Kinky.
Oh, we have a degenerate on our hands. It was going to take more than a quick lie to proceed past this mage, and unfortunately for me, there was only one solution. I would have to feed into his degeneracy until one of us broke. You like that?
That was pretty hot.
Woman hugs you.
Just need to turn around to finish.
It was time. I was about to make my winning move. I knelt in front of him, ready to receive his undead load. When he broke, I had won this game of gay chicken and we were free to pass. And let me tell you, I always win gay chicken. Don't fucking try me. All things considered, the Horde had been pretty friendly so far, and I was feeling good about the journey. Until an orc flew out the trees. Put your green fingers on him again, and I'll cut them off where you stand. And so our duel began. Unfortunately for me, the orc immediately broke my stealth with a demoralizing shout. Not a good look for your boy.
No!
Sinister Strike into Rupture secured me a small bleed and some nice damage, and I was also blessed with a nice poison proc. We then traded basic auto attacks whilst I built up combo points, culminating in a 3-point Eviscerate which only hit for a disappointing 88. Dancing back and forth, we traded a few more blows, putting my health at critical condition, but just as I was about to succumb, I won! Of course, I calculated the duel so that I would win with just a sliver of health. It was meant to demoralize the enemy. That's also why I didn't use any cooldowns. I definitely didn't forget that I had them. The rest of the...
One of the things that has been a thing for quite a long time in duels when it comes to World of Warcraft is, for one thing, you don't use potions or any of that kind of crap. And for two things, you I'm not sure how much it happened in Classic, but in more recent versions, you let rogues have their opener, because in a lot of cases, other classes can do some serious damage and they can destroy rogues pretty quickly. But if the rogue is well played, and often this does happen in arenas, rogues are horrifying to play against. They have so many ways to stun you. And then this ability that Barney's got on his 6 is called Vanish. Vanish basically allows you to stealth up mid-combat. Yeah. Scary.
The journey was relatively uneventful. We continued north to Stone Talon Peak, and once we arrived, Kuman started motioning towards the Flightmaster. I knew what this meant. Our journey had come to an end. It was time to say goodbye.
Oh yeah, stealth is broken in most games.
I love you, Kuman. You taught me compassion and empathy. No longer will I just mindlessly attack every Alliance player I see. From today, I am a changed undead. Now let me tell you about my gun move. For whatever reason, rogues have a range slot. Now you can equip a bow and it will work just as well. However, it's way funnier to have the gun because the gun is loud. Holy shit, why is it so fucking loud? So here's my meme. I leave an Alliance player low and I create...
If I remember correctly, and I think I do, the guns in WoW had that sound effect all the way through Wrath of the Lich King, if I remember correctly. Then they swapped out for something far less obnoxious, but I still like the gun sound.
Distance, then I line up my shot. If I misjudged their remaining health, they live to fight another day. But if the stars are aligned...
Oh yeah.
Now in Classic WoW, because there's no cross-server functionality, reputation goes a long way. Being a kind, genuine, helpful person will get you re-invited to groups, whereas ninja looting a chest everyone else is rolling for will bring about bad karma. This mushroom, however, was totally worth it. Delicious. But you need to remember, there are disgusting Alliance players out there, and you're leveling alongside them too.
Introducing Dragon, the human warlord.
Now, when I arrived in Stranglethorn Vale, I made a promise to myself. A promise that I would try to kill all and any Alliance I saw. Even if it meant I wasn't leveling at a good pace, even if it meant I had to do back-to-back corpse runs. That was a great take. Regardless of class, level, or even how many people I was taking on at a time, I wanted to PvP. And unfortunately, Dragon was in the wrong place at the wrong time. Again, and again. And again. I'm sorry. It wasn't that I was targeting dragons specifically. I killed my fair share of people that day, and some of them a lot of times. But something about the name Dragon would forever wedge itself into my brain. And then, 13 levels later in Feralis, as I was finishing up on a quest, I turned north to face the top of a great hill. And who did I see? Dragon. Of course, you already know what the fuck it is. I followed Dragon down the hill and back into the cave I had just come out of. That's when I hit her with my patented no fun allowed combo. She called for a mod, but no mod came. Then I left the cave and perched above the entrance like a bird of prey. If you haven't already guessed by the way I'm maintaining vision of her corpse, yes, this time I was specifically targeting Dragon. Eventually, minutes later, the corpse would become a skeleton. Showtime. I swooped down behind her like fucking Batman and interrupted her summon. No Voidwalker for you, bitch! And then she fucking died. How on earth did that happen? A few minutes later, she returned, this time creating enough distance to summon her Voidwalker. I will now give you a couple of seconds to think about the difference this made. None. The answer was none. However, on the next resurrection, Dragon managed to mount up and run, and with that kind of head start, there was no way I was catching up now. The camping dream was dead.
This is why rogues are absolute menaces.
It was time to admit defeat. Is what I would say if she didn't dismount 20 seconds later and try and summon her Voidwalker again.
Hello, is anyone in there?
As I consumed her delicious feat, I wondered whether I was taking things too far. Nope, I had tasted the forbidden fruit, and I wasn't going to stop anytime soon. As Dragon mounted and ran away for a second time, I'd like to tell you that she had learned her lesson, but she literally did the same thing again. Fool you once, shame on me. Fool you twice, you're an idiot. But as I slaughtered Dragon for the 23rd time since we first met, I had a sudden epiphany. Actually, she wasn't an idiot. She was a stubborn warrior with an iron resolve.
I gotta admit, when I first watched this series, bearing in mind I've watched this series several times, I genuinely thought that she could be possibly, like, a really intelligent bot. But fucking hell. I don't think even a bot is that dumb.
At any point during my incessant camping crusade, she could...
I would hate this. Yeah, me too. This is one of the reasons that I don't really consider playing on PvP servers. And I never have.
Could have just spirit revived, but she didn't. She just kept getting back up. Obviously, Dragon assumed I would soon tire out, and after deciding to revive at her corpse again instead of the spirit healer, I knew I would have to teach Dragon a lesson they would never forget. You don't enter into a game of chicken with me. We both mounted up, and the chase was on.
Go!
Despite the clear head start Dragon had on me, I wasn't concerned. I mean, what kind of griefer would I be if my opponent can just mount up and run away? And that is why, days ago, I had gone out of my way to acquire a sacred piece of gear, a carrot on a stick. How had I acquired such a coveted trinket so early? That's a story for another video. But all you need to know is that the trinket increases my mounted speed by 3%. And to the misfortune of Dragon, that was not all. The mithril spurs I had received from a blacksmith increased my mounted speed by another 4%, and I was therefore destined to catch up. And so I did. As I left Dragon dazed and confused by my blinding powder, I wondered, would this be our final...
Wait a minute. Mithril spurs and carrot on a stick.
How had I acquired such a coveted trinket so early? That's a story for another video. But all you need to know is that the trinket increases my
That's 3%.
Mounted speed by 3%, and to the misfortune of Dragon, that was not all. The mithril spurs I had received from a blacksmith increased my mounted speed by another 4%, and
That's another 7%, so that's... Bearing in mind they're level 40, so these are 60% speed increase for the mount. So that's 67%, so anybody who hasn't got mithril spurs and the carrot on a stick, which is anybody who doesn't know the game very well, yeah, you might be in trouble.
I was therefore destined to catch up, and so I did. As I left Dragon dazed and confused by my blinding powder, I wondered, would this be our final confrontation? Surely 20 minutes of being camped was your limit. What would you do, Dragon? Revive at the spirit healer and admit defeat? Or revive at your corpse and see just how deep this rabbit hole goes? 1 minute became 2, and 2 became 4. 4 became 8, and after 10 minutes, Dragon had still not made her choice. After 30 minutes, I started to question mine. Had I really just spent 30 actual minutes of my life hiding in a bush watching a virtual corpse? What the fuck is wrong with me? I could be doing something productive, and I don't just mean in the game, I mean with my life. I could be taking this time to learn a real life skill. I could have taken oh, she revived. And that's the story of Dragon. After waiting 30 minutes to kill her, she no doubt realized my will was a raid boss she was never going to conquer. And finally, she embraced the warmth of 10 minutes resurrection sickness.
Suck on that, bitch!
Dragon was last seen in burning steeps and immediately spirit revived after being killed once. I will never forget the name Dragon, and it seems Dragon will never forget mine either. The end. By the way, I fell through the map into Caverns of Time and I can't get out, so if anyone could send help, I'd really appreciate it. Please send help. I can't leave.
Oh god. And this is why I love this series. This series is fantastic. Oh god. I tell you what. You know what? We've got time. And I'm willing to make the time because it's Barney's series. It's fucking awesome. We're going to watch one more. So yeah. There are very few items in World of Warcraft that will allow you to increase your mounted speed. Wait a minute. Let me look this up. Alright. How many items in Classic WoW are there to mounted? Here we go. How many items in Classic WoW are there to increase mount speed? In WoW Classic, there are 5 primary items and enchants that directly increase mount speed. These include Carrot on a Stick, Enchanted Gloves Riding Skill, Mithril Spurs, Riding Crop, and Skybreaker Whip. In addition to these, there are also skills and buffs that indirectly increase movement speed, but these are not items. Holy shit! 3, 4, 3, 2, 5%, 9, 19, 29% if you had all of them? Holy shit. Some of those items must be insanely rare. Yikes. Alright. Let's watch the next one, just because, why not?
Hello, welcome back to another... Last episode, we made an everlasting friend and an eternal enemy. This episode, we take a deep dive into Zul'Farrak to uncover sacred artifacts, Godzilla copyright infringement, and party members suffering from Dunning-Kruger syndrome. This is the tale of the Carrot on a Stick. Our story begins in the Shimmering Flats, a desolate expanse devoid of vegetation and most other signs of life. In the Shimmering Flats, everything is white as far as the eye can see. There is round-the-clock NASCAR, and what little civilization exists is entirely dependent on fossil fuels. Whilst the average boomer sees this place as a vision of heaven, I f***ing hate this zone. In fact, seeing it become submerged underwater during the Cataclysm trailer was, for me, the highlight of 2010.
And I lost my virginity that year.
But I digress. The Shimmering Flats is home to many goblin and gnome engineers who spend all day drinking white monster energy and racing in dangerous makeshift vehicles. Now this is pod racing. One of the gnomes, named Whizzle Brassbolts, has a level 50 quest which reads the following.
Deep in Zul'Farrak, the
Trans City? That's not...
Deep in Zul'Farrak, the Sand Troll City in Tanaris, there is a sacred pool. From that pool, the trolls summon a huge beast, Gazrilla. He's so fierce, even...
Wait, he's a gnome. He wouldn't sound like that.
He's so fierce that even his scales crackle with energy. It's that energy I want to harness for my car. Bring me the electrified scale of Gazrilla.
And in exchange for my trouble, he offers a highly sought-after trinket, the Carrot on a Stick, which, as you know from last episode, increases mounted speed by 3%. Okay, seems simple enough, right? Just gotta go to a dungeon, kill a boss,
You are wrong.
Oh, my sweet viewers, I wish I could tell you it was going to be that easy, but mounted speed comes at a cost, and if you want it, you must be prepared to pay its price. The task ahead was going to be gargantuan, and with my current level being way lower than is recommended, my chances of success were slim to none. But you know me, Iron Will, Ninja Way, whatever, fucking roll the next part of the video. Welcome to Lordaeron, the northern part of the Eastern Kingdoms. 3 years ago, the denizens of this beautiful land lived in peace under the Alliance of Lordaeron. The elves in the north were happy, the humans in the middle were happy, the dwarves to the south were happy, and the gnomes were gnomes. And then the prince became a Death Knight and killed everyone. With his mind-controlled army of the dead, Prince Arthas marched north towards the elven city of Quel'Thalas on a mission to seize the means of production of Sunny Delight. During the battle, a certain high elf named Sylvanas, please don't ruin my character, Windrunner, told Arthas that the skulls on his armor look, quote, a bit gay. In response to this, Arthas tore her soul from her body and turned her into a banshee. Some would argue that this was a disproportionate reaction. After wiping out the population of northern Lordaeron, Arthas' mind control would dwindle and he'd fuck off back to Northrend to cry about it. No longer mind controlled, all the undead who used to live in Lordaeron were like, oh, I guess we just go back to living here then? And so Lordaeron became home to the Forsaken, the no longer mind-controlled undead army led by Sylvanas Windrunner, and they're all super pissed at Arthas. I'm sure they will forgive and forget.
Did you think we had forgotten? Did you think we had forgiven?
Never mind. But if we go back even further, Lordaeron was originally home to the forest trolls of the Armani Empire. For hundreds of years, the trolls did troll stuff, but then the elves arrived, and they knew magic. Discovering that the trolls were susceptible to fire, the elves pushed them south and established Quel'Thalas, and the trolls were pissed. But
I'm pretty damn sure that most races are susceptible to fire. Just saying.
Then, the humans arrived, and the elves taught them magic. Discovering that the trolls were susceptible to fire, the humans pushed them east and established Lordaeron, and the trolls were pissed. Present day, the once great Armani Empire now looks like this, reduced solely to one area, the hinterlands, and the trolls are pissed. But why did I just tell you all that? Well, remember this gnome who just so casually asked us to kill Gazrilla for electrified scales? Yeah, it turns out this Gazrilla is actually a demigod secret boss, and his summoning ritual requires you to be in possession of an enchanted mallet. How to obtain the enchanted mallet, you ask? Well, luckily for me, this troll left an ancient tablet in their will, and it details how to obtain it.
To create the mallet of Zul'Farrak, one must first travel to the altar of Zul and obtain the sacred mallet from a troll keeper. Next, one must bring the sacred mallet to the altar.
And here I complain about Dawnguard having to go and cross the entire goddamn continent. I'm sorry, what? Sorry, going across the entire country. Sorry, this in this case is, yeah, entire continent, please. What?
Altar atop the troll city of Jinthar Alor. Using the sacred mallet at the altar will infuse it with power and transform it into the mallet of Zul'Farrak.
Okay, seems simple enough, right? Just gotta go ask the Troll Keeper for the mallet, then I go blank. You are wrong! The Troll Keeper in question lives in the hinterlands. The Troll Keeper in question is part of the aforementioned Armani tribe. The Troll Keeper in question is pissed. Now, I could spend the next couple years of my life working as an envoy for the Horde, easing tensions and improving relations with the Armani tribe, earning their trust over several years, and then eventually cashing in my socio-political clout points for a sacred mallet. But I don't have time for that. I just want to make Mount go fast. And so I set off for the hinterlands on a mission to obtain the Mallet of Zul'Farrak, the item required to summon Gazrilla. Following the directions of the tablet, I made for the altar of Zul, where the mallet's keeper would await me. Upon arriving, I find that the mallet's keeper, whose name can fuck off, is a level 50 elite mob.
Oh, that's not good.
And being a level 43 reanimated pile of bones, I begin to have second thoughts.
Oh no, she's level 50!
Now, you guys know me, the last thing I am is a quitter.
And as I said before, but they've got the... Bearing in mind, this is a vanilla WoW appearance for the UI. Let me just go back.
Bones, I begin to have second thoughts.
Oh no, she's level 50!
Now you...
Oh, damn it. Missed it. This is the annoying part. Yeah, but in the vanilla WoW UI, creatures can have a unit frame that looks like this. The logo next to it usually means PvP, so whether it's PvP on or off. If you don't have PvP on, that logo doesn't pop up. If you do have PvP on, it does pop up, and it's a shield for the Alliance and the Horde logo for the Horde. Obviously your level and all that kind of crap. There's an extra little thing that pops up on these, though. There is either a gold or a silver dragon. Now, silver is for a rare mob. A rare mob only spawns maybe a couple of times a day, if that. Some of them even less frequently than that. And they can often have pretty decent loot on them, like including like good level gear. Like, bearing in mind we go from grey all the way up to orange in gear levels. So grey is just your absolute cheapest piece of shit that you could ever find. Orange is legendary. There's only like 2 or 3 legendary items in Classic WoW. So most of them, the items that you'll get from rares are going to be either green quality, which is common, or rare quality, which is, blue, which is rare quality. So yeah, they're pretty useful. But then the gold ones. The gold ones are elites. Elites are, at least from what I remember calculating a while ago, or was it that I found it on No, I think I found it on a guide. A standard elite is the equivalent to that level, say, for an example, in this case, level 43, plus another 8 levels. So it's basically a level 51 character. So this creature that Bonnie is about to attack is level 50 elite. That means that it's technically about level 58, at least stats-wise. So it's pretty tough, especially for someone who is level 43, so 7 levels below the starting for this creature. Usually, if you're going to fight an elite on your own, you want to be at least its level, if not 2, I would say between 2 and 5 levels higher than it, if you really want to make sure that you're going to win.
Animated pile of bones, I begin to have second thoughts.
Oh no, she's level 50!
Now, you guys know me. The last thing I am is a quitter. I always stick it through to the end and I don't quit, but I'm gonna quit. But just as I turned to leave, I looked up and saw a familiar face, a mage by the name of Meryl's, who just yesterday I had a whole adventure with, the footage for which is unfortunately lost forever due to Windows' patented shutting down your computer right now, fuck you, technology. Now, Meryl's wasn't here for the same reason I was, but that didn't stop them from being a total bro and helping me anyway. Together with this random warrior, we managed to take down Fuck Off and obtain the Sacred Mallet. Now, we just had to...
Yeah, Windows can be a real prick when it wants to be.
To bless it. The intended way of doing this is to battle your way through the troll city of Jintha Alor, a city littered with elite mobs that increase in level as you ascend, eventually culminating in a grand battle with the leader of the tribe, Vile Priestess Hex, who is blocking your access to the altar required to bless the Sacred Mallet. However, my teammates opted for the high IQ play of running in, dying, walking back to your corpse, and repeating until you reach the summit. Being the insecure rogue player that I am, I simply stealthed my way to the top. God, I fucking love being a rogue. Once there, we waited for the priestess to turn her back, then Meryl turned the watchman into a sheep, and we scrambled to bless the mallet before the priestess turned back around. Now, with the mallet of Zul'Farrak in my possession, I was ready to find a group and start my dungeon experience.
Nice.
Because I had the Mallet of Zul'Farrak, finding a group was incredibly easy. Now, this might be largely unimpressive by the time the video releases, but having the Mallet at such a low level was a huge deal during the first week of the game. At the time of recording, level 43 was already incredibly ahead of the curve, so to have an item that was intended for level 50s and above pretty much made me royalty. Having the Mallet assured that everyone in the group would obtain their mounted speed trinket, and I was therefore sure this dungeon would be a happy, fun, great time enjoyed by all. I mean...
But to be honest, if you're playing PvP, mounts don't get any higher than 100% faster than walking speed. So basically 2 times walking speed. And if you don't have some way of getting faster than your enemy, and they are out of range, they're going to stay out of range. So this kind of stuff is extremely useful in PvP. And, you know, if you want to cross the map a bit, just that little bit faster.
We're just 5 incredibly ahead of the curve World of Warcraft addicts. There's no way we're not mentally stable. Surely we will get through this dungeon just fine. Me and the tank met up with the Warlock just outside the dungeon, and after summoning the other DPS and the Warlock's healer girlfriend, we rode into Zul'Farrak and started our assault. Going against the norm, the very first pull of the dungeon was not made by the tank, but instead the Warlock. After we down the first pack, the tank respectfully asks the Warlock to allow him to obtain aggro first, to which the Warlock responds,
It was a non-damaging curse.
which is just, you're still aggroing the mob, but okay. The tank then pulls the second pack, and for some reason, whilst we're still fighting it, the Warlock pulls the third. Despite the overwhelming numbers, we emerge victorious, and I'm feeling optimistic about the rest of the dungeon. If we can overcome a pull like that, this dungeon should be no sweat. The Warlock's gamer girlfriend then says,
With no CC and no tank, this will be long and painful.
And I just... what? It is at this point the tank asks the question on everyone's mind.
You guys knew?
The Warlock then despawns his DPS pet and
Yes,
summons
they
his
all
tank
do.
pet, confirming what we all suspected. But that's okay, new players are players too, and I'm sure this Warlock will learn as the dungeon progresses that the tank should be the one to pull mobs. The healer then chastises the tank for two-hand tanking, which is literally not a problem, especially not at this level, further cementing in our heads that these two partners in crime are the worst.
It's not a problem at low level, and especially if you're not playing hardcore. If you're playing hardcore, then most people want to be a little bit more cautious and actually use like a one-handed weapon and a shield. But it's not that big a deal. As long as you know what you're doing and you know not to just go running into random packs of mobs, you should be fine.
Type of moron. A moron who speaks with conviction on a subject they very clearly know nothing about. The next pull goes smoothly as the tank was able to get aggro before the Warlock. Shocking how that works. But the two warriors were very clearly still feeling the effects of the priest's last moronic idiot statement. To combat the plummeting morale at the hands of these two retards, I attempt to bolster the troops. We are doing fine and will continue to do fine. The healer then immediately complains about going out of mana in the previous fight. You know, the one that was so tough because her boyfriend pulled the entire pack. Next, the tank tells us to follow as we are going to walk in a specific way to skip a couple of mobs. To my dismay, the Warlock had not mastered the ancient art of desummoning your pet, and so everything was pulled anyway. Thank you, Voidwalker. Fortunately, we make short work of them, and the tank asks that the Warlock put his pet on passive during shortcuts to avoid such blunders in the future. The Warlock then tries to use what I said earlier about letting people play how they want, I was referring to the tank, as an argument to be made why he should be allowed to keep ninja pulling mobs. Further,
oh boy, yeah, this guy is a colossal idiot. If you think about it this way, with getting aggro in World of Warcraft, it's very similar to every other MMO out there, but you can imagine it like there is a giant invisible halo around the bad guys, all of the bad guy NPCs. And if your character crosses into said halo, they will start to attack. They will start charging at you and start attacking you. Here's the thing: they even detect pets. So if your pet is either, say you've got a bad connection to the server and it's not, and your pet is going all over the bloody place, trying to keep up with you, bearing in mind they're kind of leashed to you so they stay with you, they can cause absolute havoc. And there are, I don't know if mages have water elementals in Classic, but I know that the two main classes that do have pets in WoW are Warlocks and Hunters. My God, they can be the biggest pain in the ass when they want to be. They really can. So this is why this is a really irritating. Plus, in the older versions of WoW, there was this mode that pets could be set on called aggressive mode. Yeah, aggressive mode was a massive pain in the ass, and Blizzard got rid of it entirely. Because with aggressive mode, they would literally go off like a missile at anything that got within their aggro halo, as I like to call it. which is usually about 40 yards-ish, I think. Something along those lines. So it was actually kind of funny. I played a hunter when I first started playing the game, and I just tested out the aggressive mode because I thought it would be interesting. And my character had a pet wolf, and that little wolf went off like a freaking fur missile at everything. It was kind of hilarious, but you would never want that in a dungeon.
Further ahead, by some grace of God, we actually manage to conquer the first boss. Further ahead still, we come to the second boss, who spawns when you get too close to his cave. The warrior warns the warlock in advance, but alas, too late. At least his Voidwalker was there to tank it briefly, am I right? The boss fight...
Yeah, sometimes pets can be used as tanks, even in WoW, but it's very rare. It doesn't happen very often. You might have them set up as like a tank for some specific raids, but it's not very common at all.
Fight begins, and let me tell you, this boss is a real piece of shit. He constantly summons these basilisks, which by design have too much health to warrant focusing, so the fight just becomes a race to nuke the main guy before you all...
I mean, you can use them as a tank in, like, if you're doing just normal open world questing, especially for warlocks and hunters, because they're not as tough as a normal tank, so you basically have a pet that can do the same thing. That's the entire reason that quote-unquote tank pets exist.
Will perish miserably. It is nothing short of a miracle that we pulled through, but with the hardest boss encounter complete and with no casualties to boot, I was confident that we could take this run to the end. We proceed to the third boss where everything goes fine. Well, I mean, the warlock did commit suicide with Hellfire, but everything went fine. As we clear the way to the next boss fight, the tank politely reiterates for the party, read warlock, to please let him make the pulls and to not attack unless he's in the fight. Pretty reasonable, right? Just
don't tell other people how to play.
The other warrior chimes in for the first time to say he's new, and the tips the tank is giving are actually helping him learn. And of course, the warlock has a problem with this too, stating that the tank was displaying lame as fuck behavior.
No, I'm preventing wipes. No, you aren't.
We pull the fourth boss, and I try to raise morale once again. Let's just all have fun, smiley face. But when the warlock immediately resumes crying after the fight, the polite tank's patience had come to an end. Without a further word, he posts the damage meters in chat for the last fight, revealing that not only is Baus the warlock doing the least amount of damage out of the damage dealers, he's also being out-damaged by the tank and the healer. In fact, his pocket healer girlfriend is doing more than double his damage. Now, I'm no therapist, but I suspect being presented with the irrefutable evidence that he was fucking useless shattered through his Dunning-Kruger syndrome and induced a psychosis.
I really don't care what you think, kid. Can we kick the lock? He isn't even doing damage.
Crying face, stop! Baus the warlock then left the party and took his healer girlfriend with him.
Later, dipshit. Foul.
Baus projects onto the tank and tells him to eat a bag of dicks before being ejected from the instance. With a complete lack of self-awareness, he then starts whispering me all this bullshit about how the tank was toxic.
Alright, one more thing. With Classic WoW, you do not have a automated dungeon finding system like current World of Warcraft. Now, in many cases, that's great because it means you actually get out and explore the world map and, you know, actually go to the places that you're supposed to be going to. But when you get some irritating moron like this warlock, it means that you can be doing dungeons that could take an hour and then plus maybe half an hour's travel. It could mean that they could last several hours just because character A is an asshole. You kick them, you have to replace them, you have to bring them to the dungeon and then carry on. And if they're that kind of person, they ask you to reset the dungeon, you have to go right from the beginning. You see why I play games that are mostly solo these days? This is why.
And I tell him to take a breather. He tells me he's going to be just fine, and I totally believe him. The last 30 minutes had been nothing short of a true test of patience, but with the end of the dungeon quite literally in view, we weren't going to give up now. We replenished our group and marched onwards to what could only be certain victory. That carrot on a stick is so close I can taste it. After surviving the pyramid gauntlet, where waves after waves of trolls attempt to murder you, we clear the 5th boss encounter, which is actually the group of people we just rescued from captivity. Not a good day for these guys. I also remind the group that I have the Mallet of Zul'Farrak, which I must not have mentioned before because the warrior acts accordingly. With a positive spring in our step, we headed to the final encounter, and it was here that it became obvious just how much of a clown fiesta we had been putting up with before. Where Baus was a bumbling, ignorant moron, Bloodeye was a cold, calculated killer. He also didn't have his tank pet out, so good job, Bloodeye. The final boss fell, and it was time to move forward to the true goal. Gazrilla. For an hour, I had suffered through an agonizing dungeon experience at the hands of 2 idiots, but I was finally about to reap the rewards of my patience. Except not really at all, because we accidentally pulled one too many mobs on the way and wiped, and then Bloodeye immediately quit. Good job, Bloodeye. The party subsequently fell apart, and I was left carrotless and heartbroken. I'd like to tell you it gets better from here, but we really are just getting started. 15 minutes later, I find myself invited to another group. Having the Mallet of Zul'Farrak truly makes you feel like the only dude at the party with weed. We make it to the cave, and once again someone accidentally triggers the boss fight. We wipe. No problem though, everyone actually seems competent this time, and it is an easy mistake to make. After explaining how the trigger zone works, we attempt the fight again, but unfortunately eat shit because the party leader was focusing the ads instead of nuking the boss as you're meant to. We wipe again, the healer leaves, and I am removed for having a, quote, bad attitude. I don't know what I did to trigger this man's inferiority complex, but I can only deduce that he was threatened by my Chad aura. What can I say? Being an alpha peak male specimen really is a curse. 20 minutes later, I get into another group, having Mallet of Zul'Farrak, you know the drill. Fast forward to the cave, same shit, different group. Boss gets pulled.
Yeah, this boss is actually one of the most interesting ones in the game that I know of, where the basilisks that he summons are all really quite tough, and the entire idea is that you focus the boss down, because once the boss dies, the basilisks get desummoned and you don't have to worry about them anymore. It's one of those things that is the exact opposite to how you normally do boss fights with like multiple mobs, because usually the boss is the toughest nut to crack. In this case, is the exact opposite. So yeah, good fun mix-up. Well done, Blizzard. I like it.
We actually come out on top, and an agility ring drops, which is a nice upgrade for me, but then the healer needs on it and wins. When confronted, he went on an insane tangent, accusing me of conspiring to sell the ring instead of using it, and so he took it to prevent such an injustice. Wow, what a hero. Even after checking my gear and seeing that it was indeed an upgrade, he stands by his ignorant, objectively wrong statement, trying to coax the rest of the team onto his side. Thankfully for me, the rest of the party are sane, stable people, and they do not concede to his bullshit. They tell him to give me the ring, and after he does, he pulls a bunch of mobs, wipes the party, and leaves. If you're starting to see a correlation between being ahead of the curve and being a crybaby loser, I applaud your perception. Another 20 minutes.
Oh, God. For those of you who may not be able to read this, Dante's reminiscing, shall we say, about another MMO, saying, oh God, I'm having PTSD from another game. Some new tanks in our group didn't have any of the abilities needed for tanking. Yeah, that happens. That happens. Oh God, that happens. You know, I said whilst I was playing the game earlier, where there's an aggro system where if you do more damage, well, if you're higher level than the tank, you're going to do a shitload more damage, which is going to convert into aggro, which means that the bad guy is going to pivot to you and try and kill you instead of the tank. Well, not having your tanking abilities, which in this case is basically taunt, yeah, that's basically exactly the same thing about to happen. Not good. Not good at all.
Minutes pass. We refill our ranks, reset the instance, and try again. 5 minutes in, our warlock gets stuck in a wall, his pet pulls everything, and we fucking die. I close my eyes, take a deep breath, and pray to whatever god will hear me.
Please, please just give me one good group. I just want my carrot, please. I just want to go fast.
We return to the instance, and suddenly everything starts running smoothly. We take down packs with no problem, the first boss falls, and we're on track to make it to the second boss in record time. The tank then leaves the party, and Hearthstone's out. I call in an emergency favor from...
It was tank roll, but he had 5 DPS powers and none of the self-healers needed for fire tanking. Oh, shit. That sucks. That is just a genuinely stupid player.
From a guildmate, we summon him and head into Zul'Farrak for what I can only hope is the last time. We fight our way to the cave, and to my surprise, nobody aggroes the boss. In fact, everyone knows what the hell is going on. Towards the end of the fight, our healer succumbs to the swarming mass of basilisks, and I know it's only a short amount of time before we inevitably wipe. I last hit the boss and vanish the hell out of there as everyone around me dies screaming.
God, I fucking love being a rogue.
With the hardest encounter down, we breeze through the rest of the dungeon and approach the sacred pool. Would this be it? After suffering through 5 hours of quitters, blamers, and insecure warlocks, would I finally face off against Gazrilla? We get ready to pull the final pack. And the tank says he has to go. Just kidding. We steamroll the pack, and I walk up to the gong, strike it with my mallet of Zul'Farrak, and finally, we summon Gazrilla. Slowly, he emerges from the pool before entering into a full sprint, charging into us and knocking us airborne. Holy shit, this is a real fight. Holy shit, he's so tanky. After being knocked airborne again, I use this downtime to ingest a tasty beverage.
G Fuel, 10% off with code Barney.
Gazrilla puts me in a block of ice for 10 seconds, and after emerging from my icy tomb, I make the final incision. Gazrilla is defeated. I did it! And that, my friends, is the tale of the carrot on a stick. And hey, if you like my videos, consider supporting me on my brand new Patreon. Wow, Patreon! Wow! More WoW Classic videos to come. Please like and subscribe. Okay, bye.
Yeah. Truly fantastic video. Love it a bit. Alright, guys and girls. That's going to be it for me for tonight. So yeah, if you guys want to get ahead and watch the rest of the series, I will link it in chat. If not, I might watch a bit more of it on Monday. Might not, depends. But yeah, here is the link to the entire series. So yeah. Well, thanks, not that difficult. All you need is to stack self-healing abilities and buff your health, then block. Yeah. Oh. That's been a real pain in the ass, dude. As I say, folks, that's going to be it for tonight. So thank you all very much for watching. Feel free to follow if you haven't already. And I will see you fine folks on Monday. Monday, we are going to do Modding Monday. Modding Monday in Baldur's Gate 3, actually, because there is a very cool mod for Baldur's Gate 3 that adds in a starting zone from World of Warcraft. But it's in Baldur's Gate, so everything is considerably harder. And you can do it with a party of 4. So, yeah, that should be really good fun. Anyway, folks, see you on Monday. So, good night. Stay safe. Have fun. I'll catch you Monday. Bye, everybody. Whoops, wrong one.